This is NewsBreak26 in Southwest New Brunswick. I'm Vicki Hogarth. Here's what's happening in our part of the world. After facing 163 years of strong winds, torrential storms, and coastal weather, the legendary Swallowtail Lighthouse, known as the gateway to Grand Manan, has emerged from a summer and fall of restoration work to stand tall for at least another century. The Coast Guard was on the island Tuesday morning to remove the final pieces of scaffolding from the lighthouse, scaffolding that has surrounded the iconic beacon since this summer when restoration work began. Led by the Swallowtail Keepers Society, the restoration of Grand Manan's world-famous lighthouse has been a massive undertaking. It's the epitome of a community effort with financial contributions from all three levels of government, community groups, citizens, and local businesses, as well as a spring telethon on CHCO-TV. Despite raising nearly $500,000 for the project, the Keepers Society discovered new and costly challenges during the restoration process, such as the need to address water damage and rot. Back in September, CHCO got a tour of the final restoration stages from lightkeeper Ken Ingersoll, who said that despite the unforeseen issues, the structural integrity of the lighthouse is stronger than ever.
Where it is right now is we've completed the sheathing, which is something we didn't anticipate when we started the project. So we've had a couple of small obstacles appear in the way, and one of them was we found some rot in the tower, which has been addressed. It's been completely repaired, and throughout that we discovered that it would be best to put half-inch plywood over the whole tower. So that meant 140 sheets of plywood plus the labor to put it on. But at the end of the day, it makes for a much better job and a much stronger job.
The unexpected hurdles elevated the project cost to $573,000, nearly $100,000 more than anticipated. Yet, a resilient community spirit prevailed and even more financial pledges came in to bring the Swallowtail restoration project across the finish line. Sean Dunbar of Pickeroons, who kicked off the fundraising campaign for the lighthouse last year with a $5,000 donation, offered to give the final $6,000 towards Swallowtail. For Dunbar, helping preserve the best that New Brunswick has to offer and being a part of the latest chapter in Swallowtail's story is a no-brainer.
It really is a symbol of everything that's great about New Brunswick, especially Grand Manan, but New Brunswick as well. So it's really easy to latch on to that as a symbol. I see it more of it's not really, for me, not warning of danger. It's really, it is giving us hope. You know, when you see that light, certain good things are going to happen. And I think that we all need a light.
Bart Myers of Swallowtail Keepers Society says it felt like a full circle moment when Dunbar said he wanted to write the final check for the restoration.
When we started this fundraising effort in September 2022, Sean and Pickeroons gave us $5,000 to kickstart the campaign. That donation really gave us the confidence to think that we could go out and get the money, because before that we didn't know if corporate sponsors would be interested or not. So that got us going.
For those unable to witness Swallowtail's unveiling this fall, there will be a grand reopening ceremony for the lighthouse in the spring to kick off the summer tourism season for the island. For those on Grand Manan, Swallowtail stands tall for generations to come. New Brunswick RCMP have unveiled their plans to add 51 new frontline policing positions across the province over the next 2 years. These additions come as part of a $20.5 million funding boost outlined in the recent provincial budget. The Southwest New Brunswick Regional Service Commission, known as RSC-10, will receive one new officer to cover communities including Blacks Harbour, Campobello Island, Grand Manan, Harvey, McAdam, St. Andrews, St. George, and St. Stephen. The RCMP emphasized that factors like population, geographical coverage, workload, and crime severity were used to determine where new officers would go, aiming for more consistent police-to-population and police-to-kilometer ratios across commissions. Despite only growing by one officer, Southwest New Brunswick has one of the highest officers-to-population ratios. Finally, Smile Cookies are back for the holidays at Tim Hortons until November 19th. And if you buy them at the St. Andrews and St. Stephen Tim Hortons locations, the proceeds will be split between two important charities: Tim Hortons Summer Camp and Santa's Helpers Telethon on CHCO. Having half of the proceeds from the Smile Cookie campaign will be a huge boost to the telethon, which airs live on CHCO-TV on Sunday, November 26th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Santa's Helpers helps Charlotte County families in need have a Christmas during the holidays. That's all the news I have for you. For more stories and online exclusives, follow me, Vicki Hogarth, on Facebook and subscribe for free to CHCO-TV on YouTube.
A news and public affairs production of CHCO-TV, New Brunswick's only source for independent community television.